What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today I'm going to be going over ways to work out on vacation without using weights to maintain your muscle mass, and this video is going to be a lot less technique and like exercise based and a lot more creative, just to show you the variety of like what's out there. And there's going to be no like set routines that I'm going to make or anything. That being said, let's get started. You're always going to have access to ledges. So with ledges, you're going to be able to do dips and then incline push-ups. All right. So obviously you need to know how to do proper push-up form. First, I have a video on that, or you can watch someone else's. I don't really mind too much. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your feet as close to the ledge as possible. So this way your shins won't hit it, and you'll be able to get like a full extension as you go down for each rep of the push-up. The second thing you're going to notice is I'm turning my head off to the side so I can touch my chest to the ground to make sure I do like each rep. Another thing with these incline push-ups is that they're going to be more difficult and they're going to be targeting your upper chest. So I really like to just slow down each rep and just like really like feel the stretch as I push back to the top position. Going over to a dip, what you're going to see in the dips, my feet are going to be as far away from like the bench or ledge as possible. So this is going to give my muscles the least leverage, and they're going to have to be relied on completely 100% for this movement. Come down to a 90-degree bend. At the top, you really want to flex your triceps, make sure that your elbow gets like locked, and like really flex in the top position. Obviously you want to maintain good posture throughout this movement. Same with incline push-ups, you want to maintain good posture and proper body alignment. When you're on vacation, you don't have access to weights, I think that your calisthenics routines should be intensified. Instead of just doing regular push-ups, you should make it more challenging by adding in like clap push-ups or one-arm push-ups. In a clap push-up, you're going to want to make sure obviously that you land carefully to avoid injuring your wrists, right? And that you push up high enough that you're able to clap your hands together. There's actually two different ways of doing it. One where your feet stay like on the ground and it's just your upper body that's coming up and down, or a second one where your entire body comes off the ground. So you can obviously do planks when you're on the ground. It's going to be targeting like obviously the front side and also back side of your core. And you just want to make sure your body is in a nice straight line when you do this movement. I'm not actually a big fan of static planks. So what you can do if you really want to challenge yourself is something I call plank to push up. So from a plank position, you're just going to push straight off of your forearms into the top of a push-up, hold, and it's going to be kind of like a violent like movement to like get up to the top, and then you're just going to slowly come down to the plank position, and then you just do it again. If you can't jump straight from the plank to the top of the push-up position, what you can do is just move each hand like one at a time just to get to the top of the push-up position. If you do have access to some weights, they're probably going to be a lighter weight, so you're going to have to increase the number of reps you do per set, or either that or you're going to have to increase the number of sets. So you can still do the regular curls, obviously making sure that you can track as tightly as possible in the upright position. You can still do hammer curls like you see me doing above. You should be able to do a whole bunch of other exercises too, overhead presses, all those things. In a typical pull-up, I actually have a tutorial which you can watch. You want to make sure that your legs are straight and not swinging. You want to make sure that your chin passes over the top of the bar so that you know you've completed each rep. And you also want to make sure that you come all the way down to your elbows locked in the bottom position, right? Since you have a bar, you also are able to do chin-ups. So when you turn your hands in, and if you do your chin-ups slowly, then you should be able to also be able to target your biceps to some degree. If you have a bar at like a lower level, sometimes you see these on the kid playgrounds. So, you know, obviously if you're not embarrassed to be working out next to kids, then you can do some Australian rows. So when you do an Australian row, your feet are going to be as far away in front of you as possible, and you're going to keep your body in a nice straight line. Bring your chest up, touching the bar, slowly coming back down. If you want to target your biceps, you just turn your hands inward. I don't know if I have footage of that. Well, if I don't, either way you can still target your biceps by turning your hands inward. I'm not an expert in running or anything, but obviously running doesn't require any equipment. It's very good, I'd say, definitely on like vacations when you don't have like a weightlifting schedule. You should take over with like a calisthenics schedule. So if you're able to do morning runs a few days per week, or like what I was doing on this vacation was 50 push-ups like per morning. It's just all good ways of like maintaining a nice routine, and then also being able to like just integrate these exercises in which don't require equipment, right? So obviously, you don't really need equipment to do a lot of basic ab exercises. So this is a nice basic crunch, as you can see above. Legs are going to be at 90 degrees, and your shins are going to be parallel to the ground. Notice that my hands are not interlocked right behind the back of my neck, because you could potentially put stress and strain on the back of your neck if you do it that way. My hands are actually on my temples like this, and you're not initiating the movement from your neck, but only from your abs, not using momentum to lift yourself up. Here we have a nice Russian twist. I don't have a weight in my hands, but you should ideally use a weight. And then as you twist, touch the ground on both sides of your body, turning so that your body is ideally perpendicular to your feet, right? And then tilting your head back to make the exercise a lot more difficult. If you really want to work out over vacations and you don't have access to gyms, like there are definitely ways to do it. I'm in Target, but I'm using like some of their ways to do tricep extensions. That's basically why I made this video. I just want to encourage people to continue training when they're on vacations, and just to point out that not having weights is not really an excuse for not being able to like train properly and intensely. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope something in it was helpful or informative to you. If it was, please like and subscribe and comment below what it was. I just want to help you achieve your peak physical potential with this channel, and so I'm hoping that I'm succeeding in my mission to do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in another video.